delivery is a must. Alright guys, this is Roy McQueen back from NC Tech-lutions, and continuing on from the previous video, here's part 2 of jQuery mobile widgets. Next off, we have the panel widget, which I think is a sweet, pretty sweet widget because it can be used for navigation, forms, inspectors, and a lot more. A panel must be a sibling to a header, content, and footer elements inside of a jQuery mobile page. Now you can add the panel markup either before or after these elements, but not in between. So make sure you don't place the panel outside of the page because it won't work. So right under the loader widget page, we're just gonna create our panel page, and here's the markup for it. First off, we place a panel right before our content div. The data row attribute is set to panel. We give it an ID of my panel. That way, inside of our content, we can create a button that refers to it. Then next we have the data position attribute. Now, I set this to the right, meaning that it will appear from the right edge of the screen, and the default is from the left. Next is the data display attribute, which I set to overlay, which means the panel will appear on top of the page contents. Now altogether you have 3 different modes that you can choose from. The second mode is reveal, which is the default value, meaning that the panel will sit under a page and reveal itself as the page slides away. The third is push, which actually animates both the panel and the page at the same time. Here you have your panel content, and inside the content of the page, we just create a button that links us to the panel. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now there's a lot more that you can do with these panels. I'm not going to cover that. I'm just going to leave it up to you guys to be creative, and that should be your homework. Okay, so moving on to the next thing to talk about is the collapsible. Like I mentioned earlier in a different video, collapsibles are just simple widgets that allow you to expand or collapse content when a user taps on the widget. So look, to create a collapsible block of content, you want to create a container and add the data row equals collapsible. Now directly inside this container, add any header or legend element. The framework will style the header to look just like a clickable button. You can also have a collapsible set by adding a parent wrapper to the with the data row equal collapsible set attribute. Now to the collapsibles, they will be visually grouped, and that will behave sort of like an accordion. So only one section at a time can be open. So let me show you. We're gonna run this and I'll show you how this works. Now remember, these videos are just to help you get you up and running. Like, there's a whole lot more that you can do, and a whole lot more to cover. So in the next video, let's see, which I think will be a short one, I'll cover some content topics, and then later get more into the JavaScript side of things so we can have some dynamic functionality.